Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be doing this setup. I made this backdrop. Don't be mad, I didn't record it. It was a Sunday and I just felt like making this backdrop. I've been wanting to do a setup on these types of backdrops for a long time, and I just didn't feel like waiting around for a client to book me, number one, and then them booking me with this backdrop, number two. So I made my own. I will be making another one, and when I make that second one, I will record that, and I will include all the mistakes I made on this one, which you can't really see them because I hid them pretty well, but I will be including the mistakes I made for this one. But today we are using all Kalisan balloons. We are using Retro Storm, Coral, Matte, the other color is Matte, Macaroon, Salmon, and that is it. So let's get started. So I inflated all the balloons at home already, and I transported them in 3 separate bags for each colors. And right now I'm taking those duplexes that I made already, and I'm making quads. And after making 2 quads, I'm twisting those 2 quads together, and I'm going to twist them until the center is all together, nice and sturdy. No balloon is left outside of that. And now I am attaching it to the backdrop. I use those clips, as you can see, and I try to use a bright color 260 so you can see those. And I had 3 red points, and I am just now making those clusters. For the first 3 colors, I did use clusters of 8 balloons, and I am tying them neck to neck to the backdrop. And now I'm going to start with the last color for the 8 balloons. And as you see just now, one of those, and this was the only color I had a problem with, the coral. Now I did double stuff these into each other, so I didn't do like a custom color. I just wanted the latex to be thicker, so I did double stuff all the balloons. So I double stuffed the retro inside the Retro Storm, so just the same color inside each other. And the coral was popping. It was hot, but the sun was not out too much. It came out a little later in the day, but the coral, they were sticking to each other. And I inflated these the same day, so I didn't inflate these like the day before or anything, but the coral was the only balloon that was popping. The outside, you can't really tell because I double stuffed them inside each other, but yeah, it was the only one that was like, they was really sticking together. But other than that, I didn't have any problems with any other balloons popping. And now I am making clusters of 6 balloons. So I'm not doing clusters of 8 balloons anymore. I'm doing clusters of 6 balloons for these next layers. And I only did basically two layers of each color, or two clusters of each color for this setup. And the first set I did 8 balloons in the cluster, and then the second one I did 6 balloons. So I have this all the way down, tied to the wall, and now I am just adding on that 24-inch balloon. And I didn't like where I tied it to, so I just moved it to the left side. And I did add that Retro Storm 24-inch as well at the bottom, however the camera didn't show it. And then I'm using these clips on the backdrop. However, I think I may actually use the clear attachments next time, because these clips was kind of moving the Garland to like the back of the backdrop, and I kind of wanted it to sit right in the front. So I'm going to try something out. I mean, they was very sturdy. They didn't fall off, so I do like them a lot. However, next time I just want to try something out different and see how that works as well. because when you do these setups, you just gotta play around with things. So the next time I do the setup, I'm going to use the little, I guess those little clear hooks that we get from Amazon. I'm going to get those. I already have them, but I'm going to place those on the front of the backdrop and use that instead. So I really didn't like the shape of how this was going, and I kept coming back and messing with it. I'm going to end up taking off that coral piece because I just wasn't really feeling it altogether. So when that happens, I just stopped messing with it and I just started to add those 5 inches on for now. I am tying the 5 inches neck to neck at this point. So I'm going to go back to that. But when you well, this is not really, I wasn't really on a pressure site. I'm at my sister's house. But if I was on site, even now, I'm still using the same tips. I didn't like how the right side was going. And so I just left it alone and just started doing something that I knew I can get done quickly. And then when I'm in the right mindset, I would go back to it and start fixing it again. So now I'm going to add the vinyl on the board. I got this from Balluminators. I want to say that's correct. I'm going to try to link them down. I usually get my vinyl from a local vendor, but she sent me this like when I first reached out to her. So I wanted to finally try them to see how they were, see how fast they ship. They actually is located in New Jersey, so it comes pretty fast. And I just wanted to try them out. So that's why I ended up using them this time. And it was great. I didn't have any problems. I'm not going to show you guys everything me putting on the vinyl. I mean, it's kind of boring. I put the S on. I had got the sizing because they have it sized like on the site on like 18, 24 inch and 36 inch balloon. I think I did the largest balloon because I just didn't know how big it would be. So I end up cutting up the letters for spring just because I wanted to be really close, end up being really big. So I did end up doing that, and that's something you can do when you're playing with vinyl. If you don't like the size that you have, you can just cut it off and make it piece by piece, and then you know, if you want it to be closer, if you want the letters to be close together. So that's basically what I did. That's why I'm doing I end up doing spring one letter at a time, but then for the vibes, I kept it big and all together because that's kind of how I wanted it to look. But this is pretty much the final setup. This is how everything came out. It just looked like a little ice cream cone. It's so cute. Nothing too crazy. I didn't do anything too crazy. I just wanted to keep it simple. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be doing another setup in next week. Yeah, it should be after this video. I will be painting the backdrop a different color, so please stay for that. Watch this video. Like the video, subscribe, comment. Thank you guys. Bye.